This is a terrible tragedy that will unite those in Washington, D.C. and Wichita, Kansas forever.
Emotional reaction today from the mayor of Wichita, Kansas. She was responding to the news here that a passenger plane collided with an Army helicopter in Washington, D.C. last night. That plane had taken off from Wichita. Between the plane and helicopter, nearly 70 people are presumed dead, including members of the Skating Club of Boston. Now, as we follow developments in the deadly collision, the NBC10 investigators are looking into a number of close calls near Logan Airport.
Investigator Ryan Kath is joining us in studio now. Ryan, just last year, we know there were 2 near misses involving flights bound for Boston that originated at Reagan Airport, correct?
Very same airport, JC. Last May, there was a very close call for an American Airlines flight heading for Boston. Air traffic controllers cleared it for takeoff just as a smaller King Air plane was cleared to land on an intersecting runway.
2134 Kansas takeoff clearance. King Air, 0 Alpha, go around.
So right there, you heard air traffic controllers order the pilot of that Boston-bound plane to abort takeoff after it reached speeds of about 100 miles per hour. A month earlier, there was an eerily similar incident for a JetBlue flight preparing to fly to Logan when an air traffic controller instructed a Southwest Airlines flight to cross a runway, forcing one of the planes to slam on its brakes. We looked at FAA data over the past 10 years for near midair collisions for flights around the Boston Logan Airport. The numbers show 30 incidents, including 8 classified as potential near-miss collisions and 4 classified as critical. So here's what that means. Potential incidents are defined as ones where 2 aircraft were separated by less than 500 feet apart and probably would have resulted in a collision if no action had been taken by either pilot. Meantime, a critical incident involves planes that were separated by less than 100 feet, and avoiding a collision was simply due to chance. In nearly half the 30 incidents we reviewed, one of the aircraft involved was a drone. In a dozen of the other incidents, the aircraft is categorized as unknown, and only 2 of those incidents were described as other aircraft. In addition to those close calls in the air, you might remember there have been recent incidents on the ground at Logan. You're looking at images from last November during the busy Thanksgiving travel week when twice in one day 2 commercial airplanes clipped wings. Now, while those situations are troubling, it's important to remember that Logan is one of the busiest airports in the country, with several million flights safely landing and taking off over the past decade. Ryan Kath, NBC10 Investigators.